Welcome to part 6 of 16 parts of the Citizens Policy Center training. And in this one, Allie and Patrick are going to actually create a quick quote. Let's join them now as they continue with the training. This lesson was brought to you by Affinity Insurance Agency, so you be sure to contact them before you renew your E&O insurance.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start a quick quote by clicking on New Submission. All right, so if you haven't done so already, here at the top is your chance to do a location search.
Allie, when would we do a location search here?
Well, we want to do a location search to make sure that it's not already in our system.
And what if it is in the system?
Well, Patrick, if a duplicate is found, we can continue entering the risk into the system. However, we want to be sure to ask the applicant if they want you to become the agent of record for this risk.
Okay, so we are in the new submission start screen here, and you can see that we have the option under quote type to do a full application, or if I click that down arrow, I can choose a quick quote. For now, I'll leave it at full application. You'll notice that the effective date defaults to today's date. It's the current date. You'll notice that this date says 10/27/14, and that's not actually today's date, except that in our training system, we've locked the date down to October 27, 2014 to avoid any troubles with the policies that are in the system already. So it's always October 27 in our training environment, so you can use that date today. You'll notice this agent is appointed as a commercial to write commercial property and personal residential property, so we have those options available here. But if I were to go back, like we were talking about doing a quick quote, and select that quick quote, the option to do a commercial property quote goes away because quick quote is only available for personal residential property. So I'm going to select personal residential, which takes us to the policy type questions. Now you'll notice we've gotten some new information on our info bar at the top. You'll notice now we're showing we're in a quick quote draft status, so that tells you where you are. You'd know if it's a submission or a full app, it would say submission, but this says quick quote and it's draft status because we've not gotten a premium estimate yet. You'll see that it's a personal residential policy effective 10/27/2014 for Jim policyholder. And now the account number is blue, which means it's got a hyperlink, and I could click that and go back to the policy or the account level to go back to the where we were and see what's going on from the account standpoint. I don't need to do that because I'm where I want to be in the quick quote. You'll also notice that on the sidebar it says quick quote, and there's a number underneath that. That's your transaction number or submission number or your quick quote number. It's all the same for this one. You'll notice also that now we've got several items down here. We've got policy type questions, policy contract, etc. And once we get past policy info, all the rest of that information is grayed out. As we put more information into the system, more of these options become available to us until we finally get to the premium estimate. The green dot tells you what screen you're on, policy type questions, policy type questions. And we've got several buttons here that will help us as we move forward. We've got the next button, which you'll see on each of our screens. The next button takes you to the next screen. Premium estimate is grayed out because there's no information to give a premium estimate. The system doesn't even know what kind of policy you want yet, other than a personal residential. The Save Draft button would allow you to save where you are in the system and come out of it and go do something else and come back without losing any work. Full app converts this quick quote to a full application, increases the number of questions being asked. And the Close Options button gives you an option to close the transaction, withdraw it. So let's see what happens when we start answering questions here. So first thing I'm going to do is select the perils I want to quote, multi-peril or wind only. For today, we're going to select a multi-peril policy. And then the next question is, are you quoting contents only? If I tell the system no, Then another question comes up asking me what kind of structure we're covering, condo, dwelling, or mobile home. Each answer you give changes the top policy type selections that are available for you. For instance, if I select condo, it gives me these options. If I select mobile home, it gives me these options. And since I do want to quote contents-only coverage today, I'm going to click yes there, changing the next question to is the structure a mobile home? We'll tell it no. And here are my options, either a DP1, DP3, or an HO4. So I want an HO4 for my tenants policy. And now you'll notice that HO4 is populated to the top of the screen now, and it's a PRM policy.